because of him. You get what I'm saying?
If Wack is the homie, right?
Yeah.
So it's like if you got a problem with Wack and you don't want to do business with Game because he had affiliation with Wack, I don't give a fuck. Don't do the business then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Wack, I think at this point, Wack is his own man. Wack.
Before I let this video play, I watched the interview yesterday. I seen a lot of people like memeing him saying like they clipped it when he said, "Clip this. If something happened to me," his name Chuck, right? So if y'all touch Chuck, something happened to Chuck, y'all gonna get dealt with, right? And people like, "Oh, he too old for this and that." Bro, he seen his friend die, bro. Nipsey Hussle was his friend. He grew up with him. And like Nipsey was somebody that wasn't even as gang banging as Game. Like he don't even talk as much as Game. He don't say it. He don't even do as much. If they kill Nip, you think they won't kill Game? So he has a right to be in fear of his life. Also, he came out of a weird industry. He's in Hollywood where niggas pop up dead. Shit happens. So it's like, and he's still there maneuvering. And he's never leaving. Like he said, you always in Cali this. He put LA on. And even though I didn't grow up listening, I mean, of course I grew up off Game, hated or love it, but I didn't grow up off his albums and stuff because that wasn't my crowd. I was 9 years old rapping I Millie. It took me a minute to catch up with hip hop and learn. Like the only reason why I knew about Wu-Tang, Killer Army, and Jizza and You God and all them and a lot of dark man, like certain New York rappers, cause my dad, and Prodigy, cause my dad, and then my mom put me on Michael Jackson, old school, stuff like that, right? Pops put me on old school. But in order to start learning about hip-hop history, I got to get older and look back at it. And of course, we knew the Game as a celebrity and a rapper, but you going to see his antics more. But bruh put in work. And he's a fan of rap. Like, I get it, bruh. Like, I feel like he get a lot of flack. He a real nigga.
Does, or Wack says, doesn't have to do with me. Right. It don't reflect on me.
Right.
What I say, if I go out to some do whatever, that shit don't. Wack is a grown man, bro. So any problem that you have with Wack, go see that nigga. And I can tell you 100% that he's gonna address it, and he with all the, and he'll tell you the same thing about me, bro. Like if it's a problem, just say the problem and let's figure it out. Let's talk it out, or duke it out, or do whatever you want to do, bro. Y'all like be so mad that they can't punk certain or certain. Ain't scared, bro. The inevitable thing, right? For everybody watching this back on
Damn, bro, grew up as a real indoctrinated gang member, so you gotta remember that. Like he's indoctrinated. It's not no excuse for no grown ass man, but he ain't never did nothing that was super flawed. I never seen. I mean, they said he was a stripper and all that when he first started rapping. Who knows? Like shit like that. I feel like that's fake, but from what I done seen from the history of Game, learning about what happened with G Unit, why they fell out. When I heard why he fell out with G Unit, I'm like, bruh, why would you go up there emotionally charged trying to shoot it out with G Unit 50 Cent? But once I'm learning like how he thinking, how he maneuvering, how shit was in the climate back then, everything was just different. So when I hear how he fell out with 50 Cent, I thought 50 Cent put him on. I didn't know he had a deal with Dr. Dre. So like, and then the reason why they fell out is because he didn't want to jump in the middle of some beef that had nothing to do with him. Which is, Tony Yayo is different because Tony Yayo been riding with and grew up with 50 Cent. But nigga, I'm Game and I grew up listening to Nas and all these niggas before you came out, 50. We the same age. I think he the same age as 50, or if not, a little whatever, right? But he said when Pac died, he started rapping 5 years later. So he in the same energy. So that's why I fuck with Game. And he kept the lyrics alive. Like if you listen to a lot of Game old shit, he be spitting for real. Like I fuck with bars and the music. Like I'm a bar heavy guy, so
for us sitting on the couch,
West Coast shit too, because I'm from the Bay, I'm from Oakland, so of course I love to. We got bars too though. That's where they got us fucked up. We got bars, bro. We been spitting, talking crazy, like RBL Posse, Too Short, all them like shit good deep. Mac Dre, like anyway.
Right here, on the backside on production side, everybody in this room is gonna die, bro. So you not like everyone in this is gonna die. So you can't scare me with what is inevitable. So I hate when be like, yeah, like what? Who gives a? And number one, that's number one. Number two is my mentality is you die in LA from gangbanging. It's been that way since I was 13 years old. So whoop the do? Okay, you gangbang. All right, okay, you gonna kill somebody. I'm not running from or ducking none of that smoke, bro.
And another thing I want to ask you, right? Is that I'm with you on this. Like, you don't consider taking the movie serious because I
The thing is, what happened when I was younger with the movie is, you know how they tell you they got this thing called hurry up and wait, and you got to get to the movie set 4 a.m. and you might not shoot till 4 p.m. but they want you on set. So when I was younger, I didn't have the patience for that shit. Nowadays, I could get back into it. I'm chill. I'm older. Like, I can respect it. And what I never wanted to do with, the Hollywood aspect of the industry was going at take my ego because I'm successful and legendary in rap, take that in there where I'm a rookie and try to big bro any situation. So I kind of just fell back from the acting, for like the last 10 years. But I've been getting, some calls and shit, lately, and I might step back into that shit. But that's like acting is one of my passions, and I'm pretty good at that shit. So,
what's your top 3 game albums?
My top 3 game albums is probably the documentary How He Loved It. I felt like I put LAS together in like heavy on the LAS.
I'm trying to skip up because there's a story of basically the game pulling a strap out on Wack.
He would always tell me every time, like, Chuck, you be sleeping on LAX, yeah. But yeah, man, God bless my soul. But yeah, that was his joint.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah, give me some stories about that, man. Because when he died, man, like, you was really, really on it, man. And I felt like a lot of his.
And I remember that video. I was still in the Bay when he dropped that, bro. That nigga was driving. But I still think about this video to this day, like, randomly, bro. Nigga, I felt like my partner died. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And I knew about Nip, but like I said, it wasn't really my crowd, bro. Like, I just wasn't on it. I was like 19. My brain was still being developed. I just wasn't on the Nip music. Like, I knew he was a raw. I respected him. But when I'm seeing Game in the car, like, I'm like, y'all niggas killed Nip for nothing. LA on some bullshit. That nigga was just riding a car like at 4 in the morning, bro. Like, I'm like, God damn, this nigga finna crash, bro. I thought that nigga was finna crash. But I'm like, man, that shit was fun. But you can feel the pain and him talking about it. Like, it's still on YouTube, I think. Like, you search up Game riding after Nip passed. Shit crazy.
Not like his homies, but over there in that section, they didn't really give it up like how the world and everybody else gave it up. I'm like, damn, but you really, really gave it up, man. You feel me? Like, give me some of them, a personal story that nobody never heard, you know what I'm saying? Rather if it's studio or, you know what I'm saying, a house chilling or whatever, man.
You know what it was, man? Nip was a real, I would say he cared about the city. And he cared about the culture. He cared about Los Angeles as a whole more than anybody. I know that Pac came from Jersey and then through the Bay and then ended up in LA and really had a love for LA to where it's like we still feel Pac's love for LA. Yeah. But Nip was from this, and I don't think nobody of like that magnitude as far as rap gave a fuck about LA as a whole more than Nip. That was so passionate about the city, so passionate about the youth, so passionate about like changing this, making it better, making sure that you knew as a young black African American that you could be more than just this. He wanted you to see you could be more than just this. And I feel like that shit is tragic all the way around. I never in my life thought that shit would happen. Like when Pac died, right? I was like 16 years old or some shit. And that shit happened. It wasn't on internet though. You heard about it. Right. We shed tears. We was like, like damn, or at least I did. I shed tears and I was really upset. Like, damn, nigga killed Pac. And I was real angry. And that's what really fueled me, like not giving a fuck about New York for a minute. Cause I felt like nigga killed Pac. But we couldn't see it. I seen Nipsey die on the internet, bro. And
that shit was weird. Like that's why if y'all wonder why drill rap is falling and all this shit is falling so fast, people are watching their favorite. Like, you have to be mentally challenged to actually be in the streets doing shit and then trying to rap and then actively thinking you finna make it out. Like, or you got to be under the influence or just super, super young. Like even the young is getting the rude awakening. As you see Lil Q50 in them, they ain't even get to play too much. Shit got real for them quick. They all gone, fully chopped. Q50 all jail, locked, or on probation, or gone, literally. And you see the Bloodhound, Lil Jeffs, the YBC Doles, and all that. They was chasing that drill. K Flock, everybody who peaked, gone. Everybody who peaked in drill is actually gone right now. Unless they were like, they already stopped doing that shit when they started to rap. And they just rap capping. You feel me? But niggas that's rap cap, they still here. But even niggas that rap cap got caught in shit too. So it's like look at Skrilla. So all I'm saying is you gotta pay attention and be aware of the music and the frequency that you're putting out. Because we didn't ever have a generation like this where you just look on your phone and see the person you see every day and then now they on the flow lifestyle. I don't know. It's just weird. You just gotta be aware in these times of the energy you putting out. I'm say that again. And not even that, because let's just say Nipsey was vibrating hot, but I don't know, bro. You shouldn't have to feel like you can't trust niggas. You can't. It's a war, and that's what it is, bro. Like, you can't trust nobody, bro. You can't trust nothing. You gotta move tact, like. But it's not like he was like, nigga was. You know how many times he done been in front of that store sitting there? Like, who would have thought today? You know? But it's like, why you ain't had no blower on you? But then he just was taking pictures with kids. So it's like, you ain't thinking nobody this bold. And then it's like the LA culture. You thinking like it's respect and rules whole time. They want you gone. It's crazy.
Me because that was my actual homie. I didn't know Pac. I never met Pac. I'm just a fan of Pac. You know what I'm saying? But I can imagine how Snoop would feel because Pac was his homie. No matter what they went through, whatever, Pac was his homie. It's like when I was telling you, can't tell me about Dre. I can argue with Dre all day, but that's still my big homie. I can tell a nigga if I feel like you. He'd be like, you. And we won't talk and then we'll talk again. But that's our relationship. With Nip, homie, that shit hurt my feelings, bro. I went outside of my house when my nigga Sonic told me, he was like, bro, I'm over here, and he was like, Nip gone. I just went and I just stared at the mountains in the back of my house for an hour, bro, and I shed tears, bro, and it was unbelievable because I lost a lot of homies and shit, but I never was a Snoop in that position to lose a homie that was rapping. And I know probably YG felt the same way. It would be like me sitting here with y'all, right? And Trail's my homie, bro. So it's like, if I leave here right now, got smoke, you'd be like, it would f you up. You'd be like, I just was with the homie talking. I'm the last scene in it. It would literally hurt your feelings, bro. As gangster and hood, as family, as fatherly as it is, bro. Hurt you when it's that close to home, bro. And so that always f me up. But I remember the last time we was in the studio when we did Welcome Home, man. We was just smoking there, and we was sitting there for a minute, and then he was like, Chuck, you got to give yourself like more credit.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, you got to give yourself more credit. And he was going through my discography and just telling me, you know, how like, you know, really like motivated him. And then he was telling me, he was like, remember when we was outside the Andes Hotel, you was just you and your two homies against the whole like G-Unit and 40 Glock. He was like, I was right there with Rempar. We was like, this nigga's crazy, bro. And then Snoop and Wack had pulled up, and that's when I had pulled straps on them because I didn't know what side they was on and shit. That's the day I met Wack.
You put the strap on Wack. That's the day you met him.
Wack could tell you,
nah,
bro.
Nigga, he upped on Wack and Snoop too, nigga. Oh, back up, nigga. Oh, whoa. Who is y'all? Niggas, it's already niggas on me. Who is y'all? That nigga game was
because I didn't know. He hopped out the car with Suge, and my interactions with Suge over the years had always been I don't know what
They said shaky.
You don't never know what Suge on.
Yeah, he shaky.
You know what I'm saying? So,
know
yeah, I didn't
niggas
know what
like
was
that.
on.
No
And then
bad.
I ended up exchanging numbers with Wack. Wack came to the studio. I gave that nigga like 10,000 out my pocket. And was like, you can fuck with me.
Damn.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Shouts out. Now Wack is you know what I'm saying? I didn't know he'll become famous, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Famous manager. You
That
feel me?
nigga, he, you know,